So we were talking about the units of pressure. Okay, so let us try to understand this, that we know that unit of pressure P is equal to force by area. That is the formula for pressure. Okay, so what is the unit of force? Unit of force is Newton. And what is the unit of area? Unit of area is meter square. So basically we can write Newton per meter square as the unit of pressure. So instead of writing this, we can also write Pascal. Okay, or in short we can write PA, because 1 Newton per meter square is equal to 1 Pascal. Okay, we should know this. All right, so let's define what is 1 Pascal. So therefore 1 Pascal is basically the pressure created when a force of 1 Newton acts on a body of area 1 meter square. Okay, then we will say that the pressure applied is 1 Pascal. All right. Okay. Now let us see some other units also, like the CGS units are, we know that the SI unit is Newton per meter square. So the CGS unit is, what is the CGS unit for Newton? Dyne, and for meter square is centimeter square, that is dyne per centimeter square. Alright, now let us discuss about what are the factors which affect the pressure. So first factor that affects the pressure is force. Okay, pressure is directly dependent upon force. That means more force, more pressure. Okay, more force, more pressure. And the second thing on which it depends is area. Okay, and pressure is inversely proportional to area. That means less area, more pressure. Okay, to understand this, I will give you a simple demonstration. Check out. Let's take two blocks. One block we have kept like this, and the same block we have kept like this. Okay, now which will exert more pressure on the land beneath? Which one do you think will apply more pressure on the land beneath? This one. Okay, why? Because this is having a less area. Okay, as compared to the area of this, you can see this is having comparatively less area. So therefore, here what we can see, more area, less pressure, and here less area, more pressure. Is it clear? Okay. Now let us talk about ways of increasing and decreasing the pressure in solids. how to increase and decrease the pressure in solids we will discuss. So first, to increase pressure, what we have to do? We have to decrease area. Okay, for example, if suppose we are keeping a brick like this, instead of keeping it like this, in this case it will exert more pressure. Why? Because it has a smaller base area. Okay, and how to decrease pressure? To decrease pressure, we have to increase area. Okay, for example, just tell me sorry, for example, just tell me about this shape. Will it exert more pressure or less pressure on the surface? When this is the base, it will exert less pressure. But if this one, we will keep it in an inverted way, then let us see. The same thing will exert more pressure because of the less area of the base. Okay, so here we can write more pressure and here less pressure. Is it clear? Okay.